Okay everyone, welcome back, and now we're going to get starting setting up the board where we're going to play and set up the mission and get going with this. So the first thing I want to show you is, as you can see, I have set up the map already, which is representative. I took the card from the command base board. So that setup is representative of the area or the sector that we're going to come in, which is this one right here. So as you can see, this same map is on the table. I still need to place a second story at the second floor on this building. So let me go ahead and do that. So we'll put that there. Okay. So I'm going to put this back where it came from, and then we'll continue with the setup here. Okay. All right. Now, what we need to do is we need to set up according to the the tactic that we're using. Remember that we're playing a high value target and we're sending our SEAL team. The card reads, and for the setup, that I take a number of civilian tokens equal to the number of areas, including rooms, in the sector map, and I include one snitch token within this number of tokens and randomly place one token face down in the center of each area. And at the bottom here are the stats of the snitch. So when we find him, he is the high value target and he'll have a health of 4. He activates on white. His attack value is 8 or less, and his attack dice are 2d10s. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here is the target. This is the snitch. So he's the high value target. So now I'm going to choose. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. So I need to take 5 tokens, include the snitch in here, shuffle them up. Okay. And then I'm going to get to place 1 in each of these areas, and they get placed in the center square of each area. Okay, so we don't know where our high value target is. Okay, good. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to set up the enemy reinforcement area, which we go back to the card, and according to the sector, this white arrow shows where enemies will populate when they reinforce. So we take our marker and we place it right there in the middle to show that that's the entrance. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we're going to place the doors. We have our door tokens here. Okay, we've shuffled them up a little bit, and then we're going to place 1 in each open area. Now notice that we're coming in from the left side. Remember, in the setup during the campaign, we're coming in from this side. So the only available spaces that we have are these 2 rooms. So we have to put a door in each exit facing the outside of the board, okay? Because we have to choose which room we're going to come in from, okay? So let me go ahead and do that. So I got doors, so I'm going to place 1 door here. I don't need to place 1 here because we're not going in through here. I'm going to place 1 door back here. Let me move this out of the way for a little bit. I'm going to place 1 door in the middle. I'm going to place 1 door here and 1 more door right there. Okay. Good. So we'll put this back just to show you. Okay. Good. So the doors are placed. I have my team here. I've chosen, remember back in the setup I said that when you send the SEAL, you have 6 soldiers that you can choose from. And for this game, I chose to use, obviously, the squad leader, the machine gunner, the sniper, because I want to make sure that I take care of that snitch once I find them, and our medic, because this, as you recall, is a red level, so we're going to have a lot of enemies to deal with. So Gotta make sure to have people or somebody to heal up my soldiers if we get into trouble. Okay, so all right, so I'll just quickly show you the squad leader. He has the M4 carbine. The heavy weapons guys is the M249 saw, the sniper rifle for the sniper, and the medic has another M4 carbine with an M203 grenade launcher, same as the squad leader. I got my 3 tactics that I chose before. Oh, let me erase this because I have not used this. Okay, and let me see here. I think that's it. We got our tokens here ready to go, our dice, our enemy activation, room cards, street cards. Oh yes, let's do that. Because we're studying the scenario, you always populate all the outdoor spaces, not the rooms, but the outdoors. In this case, we need to populate these 2 starting areas. Okay. So what we do is just basically take a card, street card, look at the level that we're fighting against, and then you set up the card according to the north pointer here. So you got to make sure that this pointer is pointing north, same as in the map, and you just set up the map with the enemies. Now you can choose where to start. So let's begin with this side here. So all we do is just place one here, place one in this corner, and we place one here. Okay, that's it. We discard this one. Now we're gonna take another one for the other side, and then we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and we have one here. Okay, great. That's our starting enemy for the first round. So okay, we'll discard this one again. Awesome, good. So that's I think I'm not forgetting anything. We got our tokens, we got everything. So okay, so let's oh yes, one more thing. This is our starting tile, which if you're starting from an edge, you use this tile just to position your soldiers. You can put it, wherever you're starting from. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and place it here because I want to come in this way. So I'll start from there. And for the sake of showing you better, because the camera, I could not position it so that I could, have a wide range of items to show you. So what I'm going to do is during the playthrough, I'm going to go ahead and take this off for the time being. And if we move up, then I'll put it on top so you can see how that plays. Okay. So let me just move it out for a little bit, and then we'll get back to it once we're in that area. Okay, good. So let's go to, oh wait, one more thing. The rounds, we get 6 rounds. So we shuffle the cards. These are the enemy activations, and this is also the timer. Because we're playing a small scenario, you only get 6 turns. If you play the big scenarios with the larger map, then you get 10 turns. So you pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your timer. Once the last card is drawn for the enemy activation, then that's it. The game ends. Unless you have a special ability or some intel that grants you an extra turn during the game. But generally, it's just going to be 6. Okay. So we'll put this here. So that's going to be our timer. And now we're ready. So let's go to the first round. Okay, round 1. I'm going to place the gunny here, squad leader right behind him, the sniper on one side, and the medic on the other. So my first activation is, according to my soldier activation, which you can read here on this side, I'm going to order the gunny, or the heavy weapons, to perform an investigate action on this door, because I want to see what that door is. So all you do is just flip the token, and it is a locked door. Okay. All right. So that's his first action, and then his second action, he's just not going to do anything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my squad leader go, and as one of his first actions, I'm going to have him order a forced entry, okay, which reads, order one soldier next to a door to perform a free melee attack action to open the door. Then choose any 3 soldiers within 2 spaces of the door to perform 1 free move action each. And you can do that during the sergeant's turn, and it can be done twice. So I'm going to do that. So one of the sergeant's action is going to be give the order to the gunny to perform a melee. So you grab a die, and you roll against his strength, which is 8, which is perfect. That's why I had him there. And hopefully we will roll a good number. 7. Perfect. So he kicked the door down. Remove this. And as soon as you open a door, everything stops. You have to populate the room before you continue, the actions. So what we're going to do here, we're going to stop any further movement from the card. We draw a card. Now, we draw cards until we get the same color-coded room as the level of enemy. So we're looking for red. Okay, so we flip the first card and we get a red. Okay, so we populate. You populate according to the direction of the arrow, which is your entrance. In this case, you're coming in from this side, so you turn it this way. And we need to place some enemies here. So we're going to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 in the middle. But because we can't put him here, you can put it anywhere you want. So let's just put him like right there. Okay, good. So we take this out, discard this. All right, so now that we populated, we can continue the move. So after the melee, I can order 3 soldiers to walk in. So I'm going to send him first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to have him face this way because there is facing in the game. Just to show you, there's this red, what's it called, area here that you point it to wherever you're shooting, and that's your facing. So you'll see how that works. Okay, so I'm going to order this the medic to go 1, 2, 3 and face this way, and I'm going to order the sniper to go in 1, 2, 3 and face this way. Good, so that's the first action for the sergeant. Now for his second action, he's going to order him again to perform an attack action. Okay, so he's going to shoot these 2 soldiers in the room. Oh, but wait, this guy here is in line of sight. Maybe I'll switch these guys up. Sorry for that. There. Okay, so I'm going to put him here so that he has line of sight unobstructed to these 2. Because if you shoot over civilians, you're not allowed. So you got to shoot these 2 guys. So he's got an attack of 6. So I roll 2 dice for his saw. 2 dice, range of 2 areas. Okay, automatic, which means I can assign dice after I roll. Oh, this is a great roll. Look, I hit because as long as one of the dice is less than my attack value, it's considered a hit. And now, because it's an automatic weapon, I can assign 1 die to 1 enemy and another die to another enemy. So I'm going to choose this die here, choose this die here. Okay. Now I'm going to roll the defense because anybody that's in a room always gets the defense die. It's considered to be in cover, because of furniture and all those things like that. So I need to roll separately for each one of these. So they need to save as many peeps as possible. So he needs to save 2 peeps, or he's dead. He needs to save 3. So 1. So he saves 1. So he only got hit for 1 point. So we'll put this here. And now the other guy, 0. So he will be dead. Great. Okay, so we were able to eliminate one of these guys. Take these dice back. Okay, so that would be the 2 activations for the sergeant. Okay. All right, so we'll put this over to show that he's exhausted. Oh, one more thing I need to mention. The heavy weapons guy, the gunny, rolled a 1. Every time you roll a 1, it's considered that you empty your mag. So you have to cross off one ammo, turn the car over to its reload side, and you have to perform a reload action to to get the weapon back. So okay, good. So now let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, so these guys are still fresh, so I'm going to have the sniper take a shot at that enemy over there. So the sniper weapons rolls one die only, but he's got high impact, which means that each successful hit is worth 2 points of damage. And he's got a sniper scope, which allows him to reroll one attack die, or perform a look action to reveal a token at range 5, but we'll probably end up using this if we miss. Okay, good. Now the sniper has an ability called Marksman, which ignores the target's cover when using a weapon with a scope. However, the rule is that anybody in the room is always considered in cover, so it does not apply to room. It only applies outdoors. So otherwise, it's a very powerful skill. But let's just roll and see if we can hit. He needs an 8 or less. Great. He hit 8. He hit 1 point, but because he's got high impact, it's worth 2 points of damage. He needs to save. He only saved 1, but I hit him for 1 more. So 2 hits kills, and he's eliminated. Good. And these guys can go back to the pool. Okay, great. So that was good. So that was his first activation. And then for his second activation, he's going to perform a look action to reveal this guy here. So if this is a bad guy, then this guy can take care of him, and we might have a very short, what's it called, campaign mission. Okay, so no, but it's a collaborator. The collaborators are great because if we send him to this point, then he will sort of like misdirect the enemies and send them somewhere else, so they will not be reinforcing here. So collaborators are great to have. They move 4 spaces, and they move at the end of the soldier's turn. So that was great. Okay, so that's done for the sniper. Now let's see what we do for the medic. The medic wants to take a look and see if he finds a baddie here. Okay. Oh, no. Another collaborator. That's awesome. So we got 2 collaborators to use. And he's going to go in Overwatch, just in case this guy here is a bad guy. So he'll go in Overwatch. Okay, so that's it for his turn. Now let's move on to the enemy turn. Okay, the enemy turn now. The first thing we do is we have to reveal any civilians or enemies that are in the same area as a soldier. If you're in a room, if you're outdoors, same rule, except you can also reveal enemies that are within 2 areas, sorry. So for this one here, we have to reveal only this way, and he's got a knife, and he's got a attack value of 5, so he's not that good, and attacks 1 person, 1 soldier. Okay, so because we were in Overwatch, the Overwatch allows you to shoot at enemies that reveal themselves or enemies that move. Okay, so in this case, we're going to take a shot at this guy. Notice that we will be able to shoot him because the line of sight, the way it works is that as long as you draw a line from anywhere on any edge of the soldier to any edge of the enemy without going over an obstacle or a civilian or another figure, then you have line of sight and you can shoot without any penalty. So let's say if this guy was here, then I wouldn't be able to shoot him because these guys are in the way, but because I'm here, I can draw a line of sight from here to here, and that is okay. So As soon as he reveals, I could shoot him, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather shoot him if he moves during the activation. Okay. Because that way, you'll see. Okay, you'll see how it works. Okay, so we revealed. Now we draw an enemy card, and the first thing we look for is an enemy reinforcement, and that would be the top part. This means the number of teams. So depending on how many teams you're using, you're looking for the red marking. So in this case, they will get reinforcement. So we'll do that first. So we draw a card, flip it over, and in this case, we only place figures. If you get a gun emplacement, you don't have to place it. It's just figures that you place. So we need to place one here, but it's occupied, so we'll put them there. We need to place one in this corner, and we need to place another one in this corner. Oh, it's getting busy now, eh? So, yikes. Alright, so the first thing you do then, now you go down the list according to the colors. And then you perform the action on the side. So we have blue, so blue. Blue will move to 5, and he's going to attack 5. We don't have 5, so you go up to the beginning. So in this case would be the squad leader. So in that case, he'll move towards the squad leader. All enemies move 4 spaces, and then he'll try to attack him, okay, if he's next to him. Alright, so let's do that. So he'll go 1, and then I'm going to use the Overwatch action for the medic. And he's going to, as long as he can injure him, he will stop him. So let's see what we can do here. Oh no, he missed. Because he's got an attack value of 6. So that means he wasted his Overwatch. So because we weren't able to injure him to stop him from continuing, then he continues. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now he's going to melee the sergeant. Okay, so how the melee works is you roll 1 die for the enemy. Actually, I'll roll one of the white ones so you can see the peeps. 1 die for the enemy, 1 die for the sergeant, and then they have to roll. Whoever rolls the highest, number without going over the value. So he would roll 5 or less, and he would roll 6 or less. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Okay, so the enemy was able to hit us first. So he only hit us for 1. Okay, so we need to roll the injury die. And hopefully we can get a blank. Blank means that he stabbed me maybe in the vest or something that was not able to injure me. So hopefully we'll get lucky. Oh, he hit us in our movement. So probably our legs. Okay, so we take our marker. We mark off an injury. And then we leave it there. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's see, can we do anything else? Oh yeah, usually at the bottom here you'll see more things like other things that you can do, the enemy can do, but because there's nothing here, then that would be the end of the activation. So we'll take this card out and we'll put it here, somewhere here. Good. Okay, so that's all the enemy could do. There's nothing else. There's nobody else. These guys do not move unless there are any soldiers in the area. So we'll move on to our second turn. Okay, let's go to the second turn. These guys are ready. I've placed this back because I think for this turn I'm going to move up. And what I'm going to do is my sniper can move 5 spaces. And he's right here. So the way you move up rooms is you have to move this way. You move like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you have to be in the square that is right directly below where the stair shows on the second floor. So that would be 3 and then 4. when you go onto a second floor and you're in the stairs, you do not have to populate. You only populate if you move out or if you perform a look action. Okay, it's kind of like you're hiding just before coming out. You know what I mean? That's the idea of it. So you're in the stairs, you're ready to come out, but you don't know yet what's behind there or what's inside that room. So I'm gonna send my sniper. I sent my sniper for his first action, and then his second action is gonna perform a look action. Okay. Now he's going to look. He's just gonna look, and we find an office room, and it's orange level, so we do not use this card. We keep drawing. Yellow, we don't use it. No, don't use it. There we go. Office room, red. So this is the card that we're going to use because we're in the red level, remember. Okay, so we need to populate now because we're coming from this side, right? Even though it's a stair, we consider this edge as the entry, so we turn it over, and we're going to populate here, 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 and here. Okay, that's it. And this is an office room where if we're able to do an investigate action, once we get rid of all the enemies, it will give us 2 intel cards. Okay, and if we interrogate one of the enemies in this room, we can take 2 intel cards instead of 1. So it'll give us 2 intels if we do an investigate, and if we interrogate one of these, it will give us another 2 more intel. So this is like a great card to have. Okay, so alright, so I'm gonna put this to the side so that we know this card belongs up here. So let's put it here. So he's gonna perform a look. So he looked. He just took a peek. Okay. And that's the end of his movement. Okay. Now I'm gonna have the sergeant has to deal with this dude here. When you have a melee guy attached to you, you're considered to be in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so you can continue fighting. You know, like the same way that we did. You know, the bad guy rolls 1 die, you roll 1 die and hope for the best. Okay? Or, alternatively, you can use your sidearm. You know, it's kind of like when you're fighting and you pull out your gun and then you know, give the guy a couple shots. So you can do that. You have that option because everybody has a sidearm. So what that would do is you know, like if you hit, because the sidearms have high impact, which means each peep is worth 2 points of damage. So it's wise to use that during your melee attacks. Now you could not use it during the first turn. For the first attack, you could not use it. Okay, there's a rule for that you can't use it like right away. But any subsequent fights, then you know you're able to do it. So let's do it this time. So I'm gonna roll 1 for my guy and 1 for him. Okay. But now because I'm using the gun, I'm going for the number 7 because it's a shot, right? I'm firing. So I'm not using my melee. I'm using the other die. So I'm looking for 7. All right, let's see what we do. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Okay, so I missed with my sergeant, and the bad guy missed me too. So nothing happened. Nobody got hit. Okay, so they are still engaged in combat. Okay. Now, unfortunately, because they're still engaged, and that was his first turn, and he used his gun, because you can only make 1 gun attack per turn. Okay. So he used his gun and he failed. Now he has another turn. Now he can use his melee and see if he can take him out with his knife. Okay, so let's try that. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're getting whacked. Okay, so I failed. He hit me for 1. Hopefully he didn't hurt me. Yes, nothing happened. We got lucky on that one. Okay, so we're gonna have to have somebody come in there and help him out. Okay, so we'll do that. Oh, hang on a second. No, okay. So what we'll do now is I'm gonna move my medic. 1. And he's gonna have to take a shot at this guy here, try to kill him. Okay, so let's see. Actually, he didn't even have to move. He can just... oh, but he was facing this way, so he had to move this way. So I might as well just move him. Okay, so there we go. Come on, get him. Okay, so I hit him for 2. He's got to defend. Oh, actually, he doesn't have a defend because he's not in a room. This is just an outdoor tile. So he got hit for 2, so he's dead. Okay, let's put this guy back here, sorry. Okay, so that would be the medic's activation. Alright, you know what? Let me see. I think I shouldn't have gone up there. But good thing I'm just looking. I'm not going in yet. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my heavy weapon guy, which is underneath here. I'm gonna go move 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of it. Right here. We're gonna put him here underneath the sniper. Okay. And he's gonna do a reload for his second action. This is not good. We're wasting time. We gotta move. We might not find that guy. I'm hoping he's right here. Okay, so that's it. That's all my guys. Now let's go to the enemy activation. Okay, so it's the enemy's turn now. Now, because he was doing a sneak, or like he's sneaking in, he's not actually revealing himself yet. We need to roll to see if he made enough noise for these guys to notice and to be revealed. So we need to roll a die, and for this we need to roll 5 or less. Okay, so any rolls 5 or less is going to... so you get a pretty much a 50-50 chance at avoiding being detected by the bad guys. So we'll see what happens. Yes, we rolled a 5. We got so lucky. Okay, good. Phew. So that saved us. That totally saved us. Alright, so let's do here. Let's see what happens. Enemy activation. No reinforcement this turn. And because there are no revealed soldiers that can attack us, then nothing happens here. And we need to deploy a sniper. However, you only deploy the sniper if you have soldiers outdoors. Otherwise, you do not deploy any snipers. So everybody's indoors. So this one does not work. So we'll get rid of it. Okay. Good. So we got really lucky on that turn for sure. That was so lucky. Alright, but it's not going to be so lucky next turn, I think. So we got to get moving up there. And get moving because we only have 4 turns left. We got to find that guy. I mean, we're still struggling in one room. Okay, let's move on to our turn. Okay, so our turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the sniper and the machine gunner go up here and take care of these guys. I'm going to have the medic and the sergeant. Try to infiltrate the room, this door here, and infiltrate that room. But let's deal one group at a time. Okay, let me flip these guys over. Okay, so let's send first the sniper. The sniper, what he's gonna do, he's gonna use his flashbang grenade. Okay, so flashbang is this one here. Cross it off. He's gonna drop in a flashbang, and you don't need to roll for the flashbang. It automatically explodes in the room. He's in the stairs, remember, so he's not affected by it. If he was in the room, then anybody that's in the room except the stairs will be affected by it. So he'll just throw the flashbang in here, and what you do is you roll a die for each soldier, and they need to roll. If they roll a double peep, they're good, like they were not affected by the flashbang. But any other number that they roll, like even the 1 or any other number, they get stunned. Okay, so let's go this guy first. Stunned. So we'll put a stun token on him. Next, stunned. And the flashbang grenades only work for indoors spaces. Next guy, stunned. See, this guy, not stunned. And the center guy, not stunned. So we were able to stun 3 guys. So that's his first attack action, because every time you use a grenade, it's an attack. Now he's going to move out of the way because he needs to make room for the heavy guy coming in. So let's see, let's send him 1, 2, 3. Have him face there. Okay. And then that would be his activation. Let's send now the heavy guy with the weapon. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll send him, we'll put him at a diagonal so he can shoot a lot of people. No, we're not worried about these guys because these guys cannot do anything to us during the turn. That's why they are stunned. The only thing that they can do during their activation is remove the stun token. So I'm going to try to take care of at least this guy and maybe one of these guys. So my machine gunner is going to shoot these 2 guys. And I think I'm going to, I don't want to miss. So, oh, sorry guys, I dropped the dice. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, nice. 3 hits. But I want to do an a sustained fire, which allows me for the saw to re-roll the dice and add whatever number of peeps I roll, I add them to the results. Okay, so let's see here. So we have 3 peeps, and I hit because I hit a 4, and his attack is 6. So 2 more dice, and 2 more. So I hit for 5 hits. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna give 3 to one guy here, and I'm gonna give 2 to this guy here. Okay. All right. So now they gotta defend because of the cover, because they're in rooms. So we'll roll for this guy first. He saved only 1, so he's injured. So that guy's injured and stunned, which is great. And now this guy needs to save, and he rolls nothing, so he's dead. Good. Okay, so we'll put him back there. So that was it for the heavy weapons. We were able to kill 1 guy, at least the one that would activate. These guys are hurting, so let's hope this guy here is not a bad guy. Alright, so so far we've been getting lucky, to be honest with you, and that's the whole purpose. You gotta move, you gotta eliminate bad guys, enemies, because you don't want them to activate, because they will hurt you, and they will hurt you hard. So you gotta keep moving. You gotta eliminate, be ahead of the game. Kind of like a plow, just plow right through them, in very, I guess, marine fashion, if you want to call it. Like go, eliminate, and do not let the enemy activate on you, because they will. It's tough. like they will hurt you really bad, and you'll lose soldiers. So it might seem easy right now that we're just moving, and they haven't been really done much damage to us except the squad leader. But I mean, we got really lucky there. So, anyways, back to the activation. So what I'm gonna do, let me move this guy out of the way for a little bit. Let me see. Let me put him here for now, because I want to show you the ball down here. Okay, so I'm going to send this guy 1, 2, and he's going to investigate the door. Oh, another locked door. My luck, eh? And then that would be his activation. And I'm going to send this guy, the squad leader, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I don't want to open that door yet because I don't have any actions left. And then I am going to put this back, and I'm going to order. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot, because I used the sustained fire, I have to use up an ammo, so I have to do a reload for that weapon again. I wonder, I'm going to have the sergeant use his last action to order the sniper to take a shot. And he will take a shot. Oh, can he? Oh no. Yeah, he could. Let's see. He can draw a line here without going over this guy. So he can't take a shot at him. Okay, without going over this guy, because he can draw a line from here to here. So it should be fine. Okay, good. So he's gonna take a shot at that guy. 1 die, come on. I only need to hit him for 1. 5. So I hit him for 2. Let's see if he defends. Oh, he defended 2. 2 peeps. Great. So that was a waste. Oh well. Tried. Okay, so that's the activation for the squad leader. His 2 actions, and we're moving on to the bad guys. Okay, moving on to the bad guys activation. First thing is we reveal. These guys are stunned, so they just remain where they are. You don't reveal them. This guy, oh good, yay, it's not a bad guy. So we got lucky there. Okay, so let's draw another card. Oops. Okay, so there is a reinforcement. Oh man, it's piling up on that side now. Yikes, 3 bad guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll put him here. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one here. Oh man. Alright. This is not looking good, guys. We need to move and eliminate people. Oh boy, look at this one. Alright. Okay, so there's no enemy that can activate to hit us, okay? Because none of them can see us. You know, just something to point out, if I had a soldier in the window, then these would be revealed because they can see me in the window. But because I don't have a soldier in that window, then nobody can see me. So you have to also be careful. In this window, for example, it would not count because there's a room here, so that doesn't count. But if I had somebody here, then that would definitely count as for them to see him, and that would not be good. Okay, but look at this one. It says reveal bystanders. So you have to reveal bystanders that are visible to the soldiers within 1 or 2 spaces away from them. Okay, so fortunately for us, we can't. There's a door here that is closed. There's nobody in the window, so we don't have to reveal. So we got lucky on this one, sort of, because they did get reinforcement, so that's not good. So we get rid of this. Go to the other side. And yeah, so we'll go to our, that was the second turn. We'll go to the next turn. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the 4th turn. We have to move, people. We only have 3 turns to find that dude, and we're wasting time. Alright, so let's see. What I think I'm gonna do is with the this guy here, I'm going to reload, and I'm gonna send them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 actions. With this guy here, I am going to I'm gonna do this. I don't know if it's risky. I want to get rid of these guys because otherwise they'll come after me. I will throw a grenade, but first I'm gonna get into the safety of the stairwell so that the grenade does not affect me, and I'm gonna let it go. Frag grenade. Okay, all you do is roll 2 dice and you count the peeps that you get. That's all there is to it for a grenade. Now, a grenade in a room, it will affect everybody in the room except anybody that's in the stair. Same as a flashbang, remember. And if you are outdoors, it'll only affect the target area and the areas adjacent. So let's see. Hopefully we get lots of peeps. Come on. And all the peeps will account for each one of them. So we'll see what happens. Oh, 3 hits. So everybody gets hit for 3. If they take an injury, any injury, and they're not killed, they will be stunned again. So let's see now. I'm just gonna roll a white die. So this guy here, defending 3, 2. Oh, he's injured and stunned because he was stunned by the grenade. Okay, next guy, defending 3, 1. He's eliminated. Last guy over there, 4. Hits for 1, but because he's already got an injury, he's eliminated. Okay, great. So we were able to get rid of 2 guys. That way we only have to deal with this guy here for next turn, which is stunned, so he's not going to be able to do anything. Alright. So that's our activation for those 2 guys. Now let's move on to underneath here. Move this over. Deal with this 2. So I think, let me see here. Alright, so I'm going to do the forced entry card again. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna order this guy to bust it down. Come on, baby. He rolls his melee 6. Come on, baby. Yes, he gets a 1. So he busts the door open. Boom. Immediately populates reds. Nope. Nope. And nope. And nope. And yikes. Oh boy. Here we go. 4 dudes. Okay, let's put 4 dudes. 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 dudes. Okay. And there's nothing special in this room, so we'll put it there. And now we continue with the activation. I can move up to 3 soldiers. Do I move him in? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then I'm gonna move the sergeant adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's it. So the sergeant has 1 more activation. He is going to. He's doing a fire. So I have to try to get rid of this guy here. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, 2 hits. And you know what? I don't want to miss. So I can do also a sustained fire with my carabine. But instead of rolling the 2 dice, I only roll 1 die. And I spend 1 ammo token on it. Okay? So I'm going to do that because I want to add 1 more damage at least to this guy. There we go. 3 hits. Okay? So the bad guy needs to save 3 hits. And he only saved 1, which is awesome. That's what I wanted. So he's eliminated. Okay, good. Alright, so that was it for the squad leader. The medic now is going to do the same thing. He's going to shoot his machine gun to this guy here. Wow, and totally annihilates him. 4 hits. Now because he rolled a 1, his weapon's spent. So I can't re-roll. I can't do the same thing I did with the sergeant. But for 4 hits, that should be enough to get him. If he rolls a 1, he'd be saved. 3. So 2 saves, 2 hits, he's done. Yes. Phew. That was good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to perform my weapons. I don't know. I'll take my chances. Because if this is not a bad guy, I want to save my weapons free for when we get out here. So I think that's what I'll do for now. Okay. You will see what happens with the bad guys. Okay, bad guy's turn. Reveal. This guy is stunned, so he won't reveal him. So I just wanted to show you that, so I'll move him over. This guy will reveal. Come on, snitch. Yes, the snitch. Yes. This guy reveals. This guy reveals. Now, yes, we found the bad guy. Okay, so we don't have to go outside. That's the best thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because they reveal, right? And I can use this card at any point, because it says right there at any point, I'm going to do a weapons-free tactic right now before they activate. So, spend it, which means order all soldiers within one area of the squad leader, including him, to perform one attack action with their main weapons. So, boom. Spent. This one should be spent too. Okay, so... Oh, no, I can't. Oh, no. I can't do it. Because their main weapons are spent. Oh, no. Oh, well. I guess we're just going to have to duke it out. Okay, so we reveal. They're good. They're good. Now we go to the enemy activation. But I'm happy because we got him in here. We don't have to go out here. Okay, let's see what happens. Are you kidding me? Oh, you know, this is bad luck. Because you have so many enemy activation cards. Like, so many. And about a third of them or so, you know, is reinforcement for each one of these. And getting 3 of these in a row, oh, that's crazy. Alright, and reinforcement, let's do that first. What happens here? Go, red and yellows. But it really doesn't matter because open here. Wow, it really doesn't matter because we're not going out here, but the rule says you have to populate, so we'll just populate. Big mob right there. Feels like I should have brought one of them big bazooka thingies. Well, anyways, sorry. It says here, okay, so let's see what happens here. Green, do we have any green? No. Blue, we have a blue. He will move to number 1 that he sees and attack. There's no number 1 adjacent to him or within his line of sight because he's in another room. If he was here, then he could see him. But because he's not in that door entryway, he can't see him. So he'll move to number 2, number 3, number 4. So number 2, there's no number 2, there's a number 3. So he'll move 1, just the closest. Oops, sorry, hoax. My head hit the camera. Okay, so he'll go there and he will perform an attack, just like before. And he attacks, he hits on 5, so he's going to engage my soldier here. We are engaged in combat, hand to hand. Here we go. Well, we'll go with this. Bad guy, good guy. Come on, I need a 6 or less. Oh, look at this. We both rolled the same. Okay. So we both inflicted damage on each other. So I hit him for 2. He hit me for 2. Okay. So I automatically killed him. Because, 2 points of damage. But he hit me for 2. So I have to see what kind of damage he does to me. Alright, let's see. Oh, yikes. That's not a good one. And nothing. So, crap. Oh well. That was bad luck. So he's dead. So I was able to whack him. But my guy suffered. So when you get this sign here, it's a critical injury. It's basically 2 points of damage. And you work your way up, down. It's starting from the top left. You go down. So let's say, in this case, because it's full, he'll go like that. Let's say I get another one of these hits, then he'll go here, and then up again. And that's how that one works. So it will, like, a critical damage will affect your movement and your firing, basically. First, if you're healthy. But that's how this works. 2 top, and then the next one would be here, and the next ones would be here and here. Kind of thing. That's how that works for the critical damage. Okay, so here we go. That's it. You know what? I made a mistake. I just realized something. This guy couldn't have moved 5 spaces because he can only move 3. So it would have gone 1, 2, 3. So that's where he would have ended up. I just realized that because I was looking at the injury. I'm like, oh, he can only move 2. But I'm like, wait a minute. This guy can't move 5. He can move 3 only. I'm like, So I corrected that mistake. And it's good to go now. All right. So let's see now. Okay. Oh, gotta continue with the activation. So that was blue. Purple, no purple. White. Yikes. Attacks number 4. There's number 4. So he goes to squad leader. Okay. Now remember, this dude is a really tough guy. He's got a health of 4. He's got enemy activation on white. So that's this right here. And his attack value is 8. So he's really good. And he 2 dice. So pretty much he hit me, I think. Unless we get really lucky and he rolls 9s and 0s. Alright, here we go. Oh, a 0! Oh, that was so lucky. This one fell on the floor. A 3. Oh, well, we got lucky. That was a lucky roll. I gotta tell you on that one. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so 2 damage. I'm in cover, so let's roll for cover. Come on, baby. Give me a 2. This is ridiculous, guys. I keep dropping my dice. Alright, so we saved 1 hit. Okay. So he only hit us for 1. Oh, we gotta roll the destiny die. I call it destiny, but no, it's just the injury die. Come on, blank. Of course, it had to be one of these. Alright then. See what I mean? Like, you can't let the enemy shoot you. You just cannot afford, because you will get hurt. Especially if you keep rolling this die. Or this icon here. Alright. I made it tough, so it's not easy. It might look easy, but it's not. Like, that's why you are encouraged to try to eliminate in your turn as many enemies as you can before they get to shoot at you. That's the rule. Anyways, and detonate 1 IED. There are no IEDs on the board, so I don't need to detonate any IEDs, which would have been cool to show you, but alright, so I gotta do an injury. So see here, for example, my squad leader is like, oh no, hurt. See? Now all his stats are low. At any point when these 3 get filled up, then what happens is your soldier loses 1 action. Okay? So at this point, my squad leader only has 1 action to do. Unless he heals 1 of these, then he'll be okay. Alright, but at any point when 3 are filled up, you lose 1 action. Right? Obviously because you're hurt. So you need to get patched up a little bit so you can continue on with the fight. So, alright, so that was white. Wait, we're not done yet. We still gotta do red. Red, oh, look at that. He moves towards and squad leader. Great. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he doesn't have to move for 1, 2, 3, and that's it. He's adjacent to him. And he's gonna shoot him. Jeez, I can't do anything. Hang on, I'm thinking. If I do take cover. I think I'm gonna do a take cover action. Because I can do this anytime. And it says, squad leader and all soldiers within 1 area of him may move 2 spaces in any direction. I could move him out of the way. 1, 2. And I can put the medic. I don't know if I should do that. 1, 2. No, it's not gonna. It won't get me out of hot water. If I had 3 spaces, I could have gone 1. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3. But no, it's not gonna work. Oh, I was hoping to just run away from that guy, but well, hopefully he'll just do nothing to me. He hits on 6. Right. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. Here we go. I might lose my squad leader. Oh, 2. Oh, he missed. Oh no, he hit. Oh crap, he hit. So 2 hits for him, but I got my defense because I'm in cover. Come on, baby. Yes. Whew. Saved by the bell. Nice. Okay. So we got lucky on that one. No more damage incurred by my squad leader. Oh wait, my weapons free I haven't used. Okay, good. Alright, so I think that's it, because these guys are, the mob are just there. Let's go to the next turn. We have 2 turns left. Okay, so we're going now to turn 5. Let me move these guys out. We have to whack this dude here and get out, so let me see. My squad leader's hurting. I need to reload his weapon. My medic is hurting too. I need to reload his weapon. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking that maybe I can move these guys out of the room. He only has 1 action. I could heal, but I can't, because the only way that you can perform healing actions is if you have no enemies in your area. Okay, so he cannot heal, so he can only move, and he can move 3. The medic can only move 2, but he can do a run. He has 1 action, so he can only move, advance, but he can still do 2 actions, so he can do a run, so I'll put him at 4 and get him out of there. And then I can move my sniper and my heavy in there and throw grenades. The sniper doesn't have any, but this guy has his grenades still, so I would probably throw a grenade. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. Let me come back, okay? I gotta think about this. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. See if that works. So my sergeant is gonna use his one action to order the medic to reload. Okay. And that's it. That's all he does for his action. The medic is going to unload that gun again on the snitch. Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh, but wait. He needs to hit on 6s. No. Hang on. Hang on. He needs to hit on 3s. I didn't notice that. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I gotta think this through really well. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, so I'm gonna have this guy move first. He's not used yet. This guy's gonna move first. 1, 2, 3. And he's gonna shoot the snitch. Now notice, you can always shoot over bad guys. It's these guys that you cannot, these block line of sight, you cannot shoot over these guys, okay? I don't know if I made that clear last when I was explaining about line of sight, but just reminding you. Anyways, so I'm gonna shoot the snitch with a machine gunner. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Of course he missed. Okay, he's gonna have to unload everything. Try to hit. Oh, nice. 4 hit. And I gotta reload anyways. So, machine gun is going to reload. I hit 4 hits. No, I want all 4 against the snitch. Okay. Snitch saves. Come on, baby. Nope, don't come on. I want you to miss. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Only 1 save. So that means I hit him for 3 points. Oh, good. That's what I wanted. Okay. But my heavy weapon is activated. Good. Then, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna order. Sorry, this guy had his weapon on reload. The squad leader is gonna use his one action to order. The sniper to move. Okay, so remember the sniper is way out here on the top, so the sniper is gonna move. Oh no, wait, he can't because he's 2 areas away. You can only order if you are 1 area away from the sergeant, so he won't be able to do that. Okay, because he can't do that, but the sniper can move. Okay, so it's gonna move down 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's gonna shoot from the door. The bad guy again. Oh, he only rolls 1. 8 hits for 2. Bad guy has a cover. And he saves 1 only, so I got him. Yes! Good thing I thought this through for the 2nd time. Yes, so I was able to hit the snitch, kill the snitch, and that's only part of my mission. Remember, locate target and eliminate it. And now I have to get at least 1 operator must exit the map either through friendly area or edge of the or by helicopter. So let's see here. Let's put these guys here. The snitch is gone. And that was 2 activations for the sniper. Alright, now what am I gonna do? Okay, so the medic then has 2 actions. So he's gonna take a shot. Oh no, he can't because he's... Okay, no, now the squad leader is going to... He's gonna use his pistol. He's gonna use his pistol against that guy. Okay? He hits on 4, so hopefully he can do some damage. Oh, he missed. Oh well. He tried. Alright, so that's done for him. And then the medic is going to investigate this door. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? Look at this. Another locked door. I had 1, 2, and now the third locked door. Oh my goodness. But you know what? I'm gonna bust it open. I still have my strength of 6. So I'm gonna go for it. I need to open that door so I can escape next turn. Come on, baby. Oh, no! What a roll. What a bad roll. Okay. Well, that's the way it goes. The dice, eh? Alright, so that's his 2 actions. Great. Okay, well, as you can see, I'm in pretty good shape because I accomplished. All I need to do is run away, and I have a door here that I can use. And I only need to move. I need to move my guys out as long as I can. One of them survives and comes out. You know, I'll be able to win the entire game, like to accomplish the mission. So I'm halfway there. Let's go to the bad guy's turn. Okay, so enemy activation. Voila, and no reinforcement. We have red attacks the closest. And the closest is the squad leader, of course. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do now? I am going to order. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm gonna do weapons free. Even though I can only use the sniper. But maybe he can save my hide. Because he can only perform 1 attack action with their main weapon. So and he's the only one with the main weapon ready. So might as well just try it out. Just tell him, take him out. So the sniper lines up to the shot. He needs 2 peeps to kill him. And he rolls a 1 peep. So he hits him for 2. Great. I don't think I got out of this one. But we'll see. Come on, 0 or 9. Oh no, and he defended both. What a waste. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Okay, so that was a waste of a tactic, but okay, the bad guy's gotta shoot at me. Alright, so he hits on 6s. Come on, roll. Give me a bad roll. Give me a bad roll. Yes! Look at this! He missed! Right next to me and he missed. I guess he got rattled by the sniper that went. It's like, oh no! And sorry about that, guys. Just getting out of hand. Sorry. Just having some fun, you know. Okay, so he missed because he needed a 6 or less, and he rolled a 7 and an 8, so we got really lucky. I'm going to. That's all there was to it, eh? There's nothing else. Nope, that's it. Okay, so we're going to our last turn. Okay, so we're going to the last turn. And just before we start, I just wanted to show you that I painted the peeps on the enemy die. So now you'll be able to see better. So the first action I'm going to take is the medic is going to try to bust that door. Because remember that it's locked. So I need to roll a 6 or less to open it. And I rolled a 6. Perfect. Great, so that door is taken care of. So that's one action. And for his last activation, he's going to step out. So we'll just put him here. So that's one. He's done. My squad leader only has one action, and he can only move 3 spaces. So I'm not going to waste any actions with him. So I'll have him 2, 3. Take him out. Okay, so that's it for him. And I'd like to take a shot at that machine gun guy. So I'm going to order my heavy weapon to use his pistol. And hopefully he'll be able to to get them. So we'll see what happens here. Pistol. Heavy weapons. Okay, great. So 1, 2, and because it's high impact, it's worth 4 points of damage. So let's see how he defends. He defended 1 only. So I hit him for 3, so he's done. Awesome. Okay, so that was his first action, and for his second action, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, out. And last but not least, we're just gonna move this guy out. 1, 2, 3. And that would be the end of the mission because there are no more soldiers. This would be the last turn for the bad guys. And there's nothing we can do because there's no more soldiers on the ground. And we have completed our objective, which is now in the full objective, which is we located the target and eliminated it. And we were able to take out our squad out of the map. Great. Okay, good. So let's move over to the map, the command base, and show you what happens there. Okay, now I'm going to show you what happens after the first mission, so what you have to do on the command base and the zone map. Okay, so we were able to complete the mission. We completed both objectives on the card. And every time that you complete the objectives on the card, you take over or open the sector. And I'll explain what that means. In the case of the SEAL team, because we completed the mission, first thing we do is we gotta get rid of this card because it no longer has control over that sector, this token I mean. So we'll get rid of this. Secondly, our SEAL team, which is in that sector, gets moved over to its support space, face exhausted side up, and now the sector becomes open. There are 2 types of open sectors. There's the one that happens in the middle of enemy units. For example, if I was able to take this enemy from this sector, then it would become open, right? Because I would bring the SEAL team back to its starting support area. And that's all that would happen, okay? So it would become open, and that's it. In this case, because the sector was adjacent to our friendly edge, then you have the opportunity to replace the SEAL team for a squad or a Humvee. Basically, one of those 2 units would come in to relieve the SEAL team. Okay, that's why you sent him in first, so he could take over that area quickly, so that your squad could move in there for the next turn, basically, which is what I did. So there are 3 rules, not rules, but 3 sectors, specific sectors that give you that advantage of moving in a unit. If the open sector is adjacent to your base, if the open sector is adjacent to a squad, or if the open sector is adjacent to the friendly starting area. So if one of those 3 apply, then you immediately have the option, like I said, to move the squad or the Humvee in there to relieve and take over the sector, to relieve the SEAL team and take over the sector. So in our case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my first squad in there, and we're going to leave them there for the day mission, because remember that for my day mission, I'm doing a fast advance, and I'm planning to play this zone for the next mission. And now what happens here is that because we have control over that sector, I will be able to start all of my soldiers anywhere I want within that sector. Not unlike the previous mission, where we had no sector controlled, so I had to start from the edge. So we had to come in through the rooms. But in this case, because we now control that sector, we're able to have all our units starting in that sector. Okay, so I'm going to put the fast advance card now on top of the other card. One more thing that we need to do after we do the setup of the zone map, is we get a reward. The high value target reward reads, gain 1 full intel and cancel all enemy unit activation in this zone this day. So let me, first of all, I'm going to just circle this just to show that I've accomplished it. And I'm going to keep this in my pile so that I can use it, because this is going to, the second part of the reward, which is cancel all enemy unit activations in this zone this day, is going to apply if we are unable to conquer the zone. Then whenever these enemies activate, we will be able to cancel their activation. Okay, just because this card here gave us that reward. Now it says that we gain 1 full intel. So let me put the card back here. We take the top card from the intel, and let's see what we get. Because it says full, that means that we have both of these. So 1, 2. So I'm marking both because I have an option now to use either one of these. If you remember from the setup, I was explaining that these cards, when you have both options, you can only use one of the two. But once you use one, then that's it, the card gets discarded. So let's read to see what we got here. All right, let me see if my camera can focus properly. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna read it then. Okay, so the interrogation intel says, I told you, I don't know what they're planning. And it says, look at the top card of the enemy activation deck and place it back on top of the deck. So this card here will allow us to take a look at the enemy activation deck during a mission and look at it to see what's coming, and then put it back on top. That way we know what's going to happen. So we can use that during a mission. And the document intel section reads, directive, radio silence. All communications must be stopped for 1 day. During the next enemy unit activation step, roll 1d10. On a 4 or plus, all units do not move or attack. This is a very powerful card, which is going to be great for us. So I most likely will use the bottom of this. So, okay, but we have this intel now, so I'm going to put it here to show that we have those available. So we have the rewards. We set up the map. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show you now for this mission. So thank you very much for watching the first mission. I'm going to go ahead and set up the second mission, but I'll set it up in a bigger table so you can see the bigger map, how that plays out. And hopefully you'll be able to get a much better feel of the gameplay at that point. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.